Welcome back to RVP Auto1, your go-to channel for in-depth car reviews, and today we're diving into one of the most iconic vehicles in automotive history, the Volkswagen Beetle. Whether you're a longtime fan or just curious about what makes this car so legendary, stick with us as we explore everything you need to know about the Beetle, past, present, and future. The Volkswagen Beetle isn't just a car, it's a cultural symbol. Originally designed in the 1930s, the Beetle became a global phenomenon in the post-World War II era, with over 21 million units sold. That kind of popularity doesn't happen by accident. It was reliable, cheap to run, simple to maintain, and carried a charm that made it loved across generations. From hippies in the 60s to college kids in the 90s, this car has lived many lives, and its story continues to evolve. The Beetle's design has always stood out. That unmistakable round shape, sloping fenders, and signature rear-mounted engine in its original generations made it instantly recognizable. Fast forward to the modern versions, especially the models from 1998, 2012, and the most recent final edition in 2019, and you'll see how Volkswagen honored the past while giving the Beetle a more contemporary appeal. It evolved with sleeker lines, a slightly more aggressive stance, and updated lighting while still retaining that playful Beetle identity. Now, when it comes to driving the Beetle, the experience is a mix of nostalgia and modern practicality. Earlier air-cooled models were known for their simplicity, durability, and that distinctive engine sound. They weren't fast, far from it, but that wasn't the point. It was about the journey, not the speed. You had that sense of connection between man and machine, every gear shift, every vibration, every sound, it all reminded you that you were truly driving. But with the newer models, things changed dramatically. Volkswagen moved the engine to the front, added front-wheel drive, and equipped the Beetle with more refined suspension and safety tech. Especially in the 2012-2019 models, the driving dynamics became much more composed and responsive. The turbocharged 1.8-liter and 2.0-liter engines added the performance many had long desired, while still maintaining solid fuel economy. It wasn't a sports car, but it certainly didn't feel sluggish either. Inside the cabin, the Beetle's interior has always been a quirky yet functional space. The older versions had bare essentials, just a steering wheel, speedometer, and some basic switches. But that was the charm. In contrast, the modern Beetles feature well-integrated infotainment systems, touchscreen displays, premium materials, and even optional Fender audio systems. The dashboard body-colored panels added that retro touch, reminding you that you're in something different from the average hatchback. Space-wise, the Beetle is a compact car, no doubt. Rear legroom has always been tight, especially for adults, but for city driving or a couple on a weekend getaway, it's more than sufficient. The hatchback design offers a practical cargo area, and folding rear seats can help you fit more than you might expect. For those used to compact crossovers or SUVs, it might feel a bit snug, but in terms of character and personality, few cars can match it. Now let's talk reliability. The Beetle, especially the classic models, earned a reputation for being nearly indestructible. They were simple, mechanical machines that anyone with a wrench and a manual could understand. That legacy has carried over into the newer versions to some extent. While more complex and tech-laden, the modern Beetle still benefits from VW's solid engineering. Regular maintenance is key, and if you do that, it's a car that can serve you well for many years. But one of the biggest draws of the Beetle is the community around it. Beetle owners often describe it as being part of a family. From classic car shows to online forums, from restoration projects to Beetle clubs around the world, this car has inspired loyalty like few others. Whether you're into modifying, restoring, or just showing off your Beetle at weekend meetups, you're almost guaranteed to find like-minded enthusiasts. Now if you're in the market for a used Beetle, here's what to keep in mind. For classic air-cooled models, rust is your biggest enemy. Check the floor pans, fenders, and underbody. Mechanically, they're simple, but parts availability can vary by region. For newer models, especially those made after 2012, keep an eye on electronics, turbocharger health, and DSG transmission issues if equipped. Always check service history and have a trusted mechanic inspect the car before buying. In terms of fuel economy, the Beetle is fairly efficient. The 1.8-liter turbo models average around 26 to 33 mpg, while the 2.0-liter performance versions offer slightly less due to the added power. Still, compared to other stylish compacts, it holds its own. The TDI diesel variants were also popular for their torque and fuel-saving performance, though they were affected by Volkswagen's Dieselgate scandal. If you're considering one, make sure it's been properly fixed and meets emission standards in your area. Safety-wise, the newer Beetles come with all the modern essentials: multiple airbags, stability control, anti-lock brakes, and even blind spot monitoring and rear-view cameras on higher trims. While it may not match the sheer safety features of today's SUVs or crossovers, it provides more than adequate protection for everyday use. Another point worth mentioning is that Volkswagen officially ended production of the Beetle in 2019 with the final edition models. This means that if you're buying one now, you're getting a piece of history, one that will only become more collectible with time. Whether it's the nostalgic vibe, the unique design, or just the sheer fun of driving something with personality, the Beetle continues to attract admirers even after its retirement. And of course, we can't forget the Beetle's pop culture legacy. From the Herbie movies to countless appearances in music videos, TV shows, and even as a favorite among artists and designers, the Beetle became more than transportation, it became a symbol. Its cheerful shape, cheerful spirit, and unmistakable presence made it loved by millions across all walks of life. In conclusion, the Volkswagen Beetle is not just a car you buy, it's a car you adopt. It's about making a statement, living with style, and owning a piece of automotive heritage. Whether you're cruising in a 1960s classic or zipping around in a 2018 turbo model, the Beetle delivers more than just mobility. It gives you memories, stories, and a connection to decades of history. If you've ever thought about owning a Beetle, there's never been a better time. Prices for used models are still reasonable, and availability is strong. Whether you're looking for a weekend toy, a daily driver with flair, or a restoration project to get your hands dirty, the Beetle has something for everyone. Thanks for joining us here on RVP Auto1. If you enjoyed this review or have memories of your own with the Volkswagen Beetle, drop a comment below, we'd love to hear your stories. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on more detailed car reviews, driving impressions, and automotive news. Until next time, drive safe, stay passionate, and remember, sometimes the best cars aren't the fastest or the most luxurious. Sometimes, they're the ones with the biggest heart. That's the Volkswagen Beetle. See you in the next video.